Gavin's F1 stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly that hour, the chat's alive. Counting down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back, racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast and clean, it's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap he calls the fight, feel the rush, the speed, the light. Engine scream, the world's in view, and it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play alive. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. So grab your seats, don't look away. The race is here, it starts today. With Gavin's call, we're on the line. It's Formula One, it's showtime. Grab your popcorn and enjoy my stream. Gavin's one stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly an hour, the chat's alive. Down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back, racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast clean, it's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap, he calls the fight. Feel the rush, speed the light, engine scream. The world's in view, and it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play lift. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. Don't look away, stay serious. We're Gavin's here today. Gavin's grip, Formula One, showtime. Enjoy my stream. Grab your popcorn. Grab my engine's quiet, but the smiles are loud. The syndicate's rolling through a northern crowd. Montreal mornings, coffee in hand, trading race lines for trails across the lane. From the Rockies high to the harbor lights, they're chasing horizons, not lap times tonight. Oh, flat out through the maple trees, no pit stops, just cool mountain breeze. From Niagara Falls to the old Quebec streets, the syndicate's flying on sightseeing beats. Pure speed in their hearts, but today they're free. Flat out through the maple trees. Helmets swapped for winter caps. Selfies by the rails where the trains still clap. Poutine plates and laughter shared. Legends of the track showing how they care. The crowd still cheers, but the pace is slow, and land of the leaf where the rivers flow. Flat out through the maple trees, no pit stops, just cool mountain breeze. From Niagara Falls to the Okeechobee streets, the syndicates flying on sightseeing beats. Pure speed in their hearts, but today they're free. Flat out through the maple trees. Skylines glowing in Toronto nights, northern stars burn stoning just as bright. No podium, no checkered flag in sight, just friends on the ride of their lives. Flat out through the maple tree, stories traded with dates to the maritime seas. They're living the lives that no one sees. They're living the souls that no one sees. Feel speed in their souls, but today they're freeze. Flat out through the maple tree.
Drivers, start your engine!
The calls, syndicate shadows, fierce we stand. World car division across this land. From pit to roar, we claim the flame. Pure speed, let the metal sing. Syndicate racing, let the thunder ring. World car division, power unleashed in Canada's hearts. Our spirits feast. Tires gripping the asphalt's rage. Tires forged on this asphalt stage. Legends forged on this asphalt stage. Adrenaline junkies, we never sleep. Every heartbeat pushes the promise we keep. From pit to roar, we own the night. Pure speed, let the metal sing. Syndicate racing, let the thunder ring. World car division, power unleashed in Canada's our parade with the world at our feet. History is played. Accuse me.
Well, good evening and welcome. Just checking everything's set up right and everything is looking pretty good so far. Lots of people on Twitch, lots of people talking. Good evening to Pulley. Good evening to the Raging Hawk. Good evening to James. Good evening to there was somebody new in here. There was John. Hey John. And there's also somebody called can't see what their name was. They said hello. The Pawn Loop, the Spawn Loop. Sorry. Good evening to you all, and welcome to Gavin Bass One's racing night with the Pure Speed Syndicate World Cars at the beautiful Montreal, Canada, at the circuit to Villeneuve. Just waiting on the lads readying up and getting all sorts of love through Twitch here at the moment. Sid, good evening to you, sir. Cold brew coffee with ice. Hiya. How you doing, sir? Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the race with us tonight in Canada. Short qualifying tonight and 35 laps. Grueling laps, I must say. Difficult little track. Track limits are a real problem here. And it's going to be the guy that keeps the car between the white lines is probably going to do the best out of them all. James says, I'm scared for this one. That's just an age thing, James. Get over it. Man up, buddy. Just get that focus going. Get yourself off Twitch. Get yourself off Discord and just get those eyes on the screen, buddy, and keep it lit. You've got the pace. Cold brew dice coffee. James, make sure you hit speeding limit in the pits. Absolutely. And it's a difficult little pit stop, Sid, so it is. It's a difficult one, and it's one that you've got to get absolutely 100% right. You do need to brake a little earlier than normal, especially at the end of that fast straight whenever your delta is so high and you are really up on the revs. So I'm warning you now, it's definitely get yourself slowed down nice and early and don't get that 10-second penalty. I'll be giving you all the probabilities, James said in the break. All I can tell you, it's a very, very high percentage chance of safety car this evening. And thank you, Connor, for subscribing through Prime. Connor, thank you very, very much for that. It's most appreciated. All those little subscriptions all go towards keeping me on my double espressos and my lemon and lime vape. So, the strategy is so important tonight. Absolutely important. The tires can be really, really eaten alive here in Canada. And I'm guessing that it will be a 2-stop race. Raging Hawk is playing Ninja Turtles at the moment. That's about the level he's at. I hope he's better at Ninja Turtles than he is at the racing. Good evening, Black Box. I see Black Box is in here tonight, and he is supporting Pulley. Pulley, I'm a twat, he says. We've got an absolute, another full grid tonight. We've got a full grid. 20 drivers so far and counting. This is looking like an amazing night of racing here in Montreal. I hope you all enjoyed the beautiful scenery in the introductions tonight of the Rockies and the Bears and the Wheels. It's been a long, long day. But you know what? Hog Boy has readied up. And you know what that means? That means it's time to get ready. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Sunday evening, and this evening we are an equal performance world cars with a short quali 35 laps. My niece is keeping me absolutely amused here on the left hand side. She's making fun of me. Cheeky wee bit shiz. So all my Wi-Fi systems are turned off apart from the PlayStation. And we are very nearly ready for the quali in Canada. I can smell the nerves. There was 2 container loads of toilet roll delivered to the pits this evening. James has already used 2 rolls. Pulley, I think, is on his 3rd roll. And I'm telling you now, I think they're going to have to call the supplier for more toilet roll because these guys are shitting it. "29 seconds. It's a short quali, sir. Hiya, Commandare. Lovely to have you on board. Sid wants rain. How are you keeping, Commandare? Doing well? Oh my goodness, raindrops keep falling on my head. Oh good Lord, look at this. It's pushing down, as they say in Northern Ireland. Good to hear it, Commandary. Keep her lit. Running down your drivers this evening. An absolute and utterly jam-packed grid this evening with a lot of talent out there. Sid, here's Dirty Taff, OG Swiss, What's It, LFC James, Andy, Pulley, and good evening to Pulley. A big shout out for Pulley. He is a new guy on the block and he is most welcome to the Pure Speed Syndicate Racing World Cars League on a Sunday evening. Good on you, Pulley, for joining. Nice to see you, buddy. Smuggy Ghost, Etherbite, 21 cloves of garlic, last night's winner, and the Vampire Slayer himself. There's not a vampire in Canada that's going to go anywhere near this guy. Then you've got Papito, Hay-Carts, driving that lovely green outfit. IBN, the owner of WERC, is in with us tonight. Setters is in here. Hogs in. And Maverick, one of the fast guys out there, he's in. Daza, he's in. John B, good evening to you, John B. Lovely wee session this afternoon. Hope it's all going well. And John DT, right in there on the pinky coloured and goldy coloured, lime greeny coloured outfit. Must say, looks really good. That gives us a little slide just for good luck. I'm going to get the telemetry up now, and I'm going to get the lap data up, and I'm going to get the mini map up, and we are set. We are set for a 16-minute pure adrenaline-packed qualifying in Canada this evening. Their new team livery looks absolutely smart, I must say, Raging. I hope you're enjoying that beer. Have you a few wee potato crisps to go along with it? The owner of the league is on watching tonight. He is going to have a sharp eye out to make sure that everybody is behaving and nobody needs to go on to the naughty step. And most of all, keep it thick and clean, he says. Keep it clean. Well, talking about keeping it clean, it's hard to keep it clean on the first corner in Canada, and it's even harder to keep it clean on the first corner of Canada when it's chucking it down. So the guys have got a real problem here, and it's going to be interesting to see who gets away and who does what it needs to do. So if any of the drivers are watching, I would really, really appreciate to let me know what the weather for the rest of the quali is like, and also the weather for the race. It gives me a wee bit of a head up and gives me a bit of an idea of what to expect. But right now, we're on with Sid. James has informed us that it's a dry race. So a lot of guys are knocked out of their comfort zone this evening. Sid goes into the chicane. Maverick puts in a 120, 419, and that's not a bad lap in the wet, I can tell you. There goes a 120, 1-2 for Sid. Nice lap, Sid. Who can we go on with? Who's out on a lap? Let's go on with What's It. Oh, he's jumping into the pits. Oh, we'll go on with the young lad. Why not? Riding on board with James, only 14 years of age, and he is definitely on a upward spiral in the F1 world of sim racing. He's doing a good job. He had it in the 110s earlier. Here we go. Come on, James, get the foot down. Have you got the granny in the back there? Swings it nicely into that right and then into the left. Squeezes the life out of the ERS button to get maximum speed down to this right-hander. Slams the brakes right on and takes that corner perfectly, actually. That's a fabulous corner. I'm just a bully. Lots of people watching tonight, and if you've just tuned in, you're on with Pure Speed Syndicate, World Car Racing on a Sunday evening, and James puts it over the line just about. He takes a wee no-no there, and he gets the yips, and he decides, nah, not doing it. 119.517 for Etherbite, Popedo 119.721, and Setters with a 119.7. So three lads in the 19s, and everybody else in 20s and 21s. Let's go on with let's see. Let's go on with Hog. Hog's going to get a nice toe down the straight here. A distant toe it might be, but he's going to get a toe, and that's really going to help his Sector 3 time. Here he goes over the DRS, but it's not activated, so no use to him tonight. It's just all down to battery management, and he's squeezing hard right down to 30% of the battery. He's left a little bit left, and that's a difficult corner to get right, and he seems to have got it. And over the line he goes. This is going to be a good lap. This is a 118 something. Oh, 118.859, and Setters puts it in P1 with a 118.365, and Keers is 119.186. So he was invalidated, unfortunately. Let's see what K-Karts can do. In the green outfit tonight. Oh, listen to that traction control bubbling up. Yes, I will indeed, sir. No problem at all. So there you have your times out there at the moment. Setters P1, John B is in second, 118.446. Piers is in there in third, provisionally at the moment. Etherbite fourth, Daza fifth. Popito is in sixth. Cloves of Garlic is only seventh at the moment. And Maverick eighth, Smoggy Ghost is in ninth, and Dirty Tap is in 10. Sid is in 11 at the moment, and John DT 12th with a nice 121.165. Hooley has put in a 121.280, and K-Kart is in there with a 121.525, and Andy out there with a 123 right now at the moment. So let's see if we can find somebody I haven't been on with to do a lap with them. Let's go on with Sid. Oh no, we've been on with Sid. Let's see. Oh, there's somebody in the gravel, and that's John DT. Let's ride on board with OG Swiss. He's in this nice blue, red, white, very British looking outfit here, and he is just slowing down, so he's getting ready and getting himself warmed up. So I'm going to stay on with OG and see what he can do. Here he goes. Out lap done. He's now racing in earnest. Let's see what he can do. Keeps that nice and smooth round the right-hander. Nice and late on the brakes there, takes all of the apex. This is looking like a fairly decent lap here for OG. Dirty Taff puts a 1:14.150 in, so it's drying up, and I think the last 6 minutes just might be the guys going out all on the soft compound tires for their last chance. I'm expecting a 1:09 or a 1:10 earlies here. There's a 1:13 from Maverick. Fourth place for OG Swiss. Nice lap, sir. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at these tires and see what everybody's doing. They're all now swapping onto the softs. 5-place grid penalty for somebody there. I didn't catch who it was. I'm actually going to go in and look and see who that was. Excuse me for a wee second. Grid penalty for collision with pulley. Setters had a collision with pulley, so Setters has got himself a 5-space grid penalty. Pulley will not be happy. On with 21 cloves. He's still on the inters, so no point watching him just at the minute. Here comes Etherbite. 1:11.214 for Etherbite. Absolutely super lap in that light blue, duck blue type of a livery there. That's a nice livery, I must say. Coming up back straight, someone wasn't moving, went to go round them, and they decided to move then. Absolutely ridiculous. Pulley has had a problem, and Pulley is not a happy man. You know what to do, Pulley. You put your ticket in and you let the stewards sort it out. They're all diving into the pits now for their last attempt at a very fast lap here in Canada. So Daza's just put in a 1:10.719, and Etherbite is the closest guy to him at the moment with 5 tenths behind at a 1:11.214, and Kears with a 1:11.750. So I'm expecting the 10s to start ranking in here now, and possibly a 9, depending just what the grip's like on that track. On board with John B, 1315. Oh, that's very nice. Was on with John earlier. 109.776 for setters, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty, and John B 1315 is 5 seconds up at the moment, and he's going to be putting it into the 110s. Hey, Rock Robs, how are you doing, sir? Good to have you in with us. Wow, check that out. P2 for John B with a 110.632. Absolutely phenomenal lap there. On McKeers, he's trying to better a 111.750. Let's have a look at those deltas. He's 1.1 seconds up at the moment, so he's in for a 110.8 here, or a 110.4 even maybe. If he gets a good sector 3, he's got lots of battery left. I'm thinking this might be about a 110.4. I've got a feeling this could be a P2 position for Kears. Oh, he takes that beautifully. DRS activated, over the line he goes, and just check this out. It's second place, that's a 110.3. I wasn't far away with a 110.4. Absolutely amazing lap there from Kears in P2 provisionally. Nice one, Kears. Well done, sir. Nice wiggle for me as well. Much appreciated. Let's go on with Daza. Pink and green. Daza's trying to batter a 110.7, already a good lap, and he's nearly a 10th up at the moment. So he just might be in for a P4 or a P3 here if he can keep this going. He's got lots of energy left in the battery, and everything is looking really sound for him on this lap. He takes that corner absolutely immense. Oh, nice and late on the brakes. Cuts that beautifully. And I think Daza is on an absolute cracking lap here. Let's just see what Sector 3 throws up for him. 189, right up to 200 odd miles per hour now. 207. Absolutely belting along here. Slams it into the left again, sorry. And over the DRS zone he goes. And this is looking smart. It's a 110. Oh, absolutely whopping lap from Daza, P3. Oh, Maverick gets it a wee bit squirrely into the pits there. On the other bite. $111 for other bite. So he's in P9. Let's have a look at Torpedo. Into the right he goes, into the left, over the line, the wall of death. Torpedo 112.347 and gets a 111. Oh, beautiful lap there from Torpedo. Oh, it must have been invalidated. Hard luck, buddy. IBN. Smoggy Host says that he was 2 seconds up and ran out of fuel. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And it looks like the end of your quali. Wow. There you have it. Setters, Kears, Daza, Hogg, John B, LFC James, K-Carts, Maverick, Etherbite, Dirty Taffy, Andy, What's It, Popedo 13, 14th Sid, 15th is IBN, Smuggy Ghost 16, OG Swiss 17, 21 cloves of garlic. Now that is a surprise at 18th. John DT 19th with a 121.165. And Pulley was put out of the race by an incident on track. and that is one that he will definitely be having a little chat about later on with the stewards. Oh, the sun is out, and the strategies all of a sudden get a little tweak. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate World Car Racing on a Sunday evening, and we're in Montreal, Villeneuve Circuit in Canada. The guys are in here now, and they are adjusting tyre pressures. Anybody who let their tyres down need to remember to put them up again. They'll be adjusting their wings. They'll be tweaking their fuel. They'll be wondering whether they'll go out on the hards or the mediums first. Maybe somebody will go out in the softs. I'm going to give you some statistics now on the track. It's 4,361 kilometres long, and it's 2.7 miles in total. 14 turns. The long straight is actually 1.06 kilometres long, and perfect opportunities for overtakes under DRS. The famous hairpin and the Wall of Champions are all in there. The final chicane going into the pits lane is the Wall of Champions, and it's very, very famous. Bottas holds the fastest lap on this circuit. There's 2 DRS zones, and the pit stop loss time is 18.4 seconds. So there you go. The formation lap is starting, and the 18.4 seconds in the pits does include the 2.5 second stationary time while the pit crew change tyres. The safety car probability tonight, somebody asked me online about that, is going to be in around about 80%, with a virtual safety car in around 60%. Right now, at the moment, the driver's standings is Setters in P1 with 25 points, Jan B 22 points, Maverick 20 points, Daza 18 points, and the Raging Hawk is in 5th in 16. The rest of those standings can all be seen on Discord with the great work that Raging Hawk does. The Constructors Champion, the team champions, are Predators Velocity. They're leading it with 38 points. Apex Misfits are in second with 30 points. And the carrying James is 26 points. James is no longer being carried. That young fella is doing it on his own bat. The Falcons are on 20 and YZY 17. And again, you can jump on the Discord and you can find out all the standings right down to the bottom. Telemetry is enabled. Lap data doesn't need to be on. The track map is on. And now the big question, who's out on the tyres? Oh, LFC James has gone out on a set of softs and what's it in softs. So if there's a safety car in the first 3 or 4 laps, those guys just might have got it right. The lads on the hards are really praying that there's no safety car and they're going to try and go for the long stunt. Respect for talking about points, mate. It gives viewers more info. Thank you very much, Raging Hawk. Yes, I try to include that from now on, now that I've got all your beautiful work that you endlessly get on with in your own spare time, and much appreciated. Lining up on the grid this evening, the beautiful liveries of this World Car Championship with the PSS, that's the Pure Speed Syndicate, racing on a Sunday, and we are very ready for off. Papito doesn't park, Smoggy doesn't park, OG Swiss doesn't park. So those lads have got a slight disadvantage on the grid, and we're just waiting for the lights now to go green. Let's see what action we've got in the first corner. Off they go. Somebody goes very wide there. But you know what? This doesn't look like too bad a start whatsoever for such a packed grid. That's a pretty clean start, and the boss Raging Hawk will be fairly happy with that so far. Absolutely immense start from the lads, and no yellow flags whatsoever right down to the back of the grid. Brilliant stuff. And just look at Pooley, P14. He has made a fabulous little start there, and he is up 6 positions in only a lot of corners. Well deserved, because he had an absolute disaster on his quali with an impediment with Setters. So I'm just keeping an eye in all of these corners to make sure everybody, oh, there's a wee bit of an incident there, but it's nothing too serious, just a little bit of wheel banging, but nothing whatsoever to worry about. Let's go right up there. Daza leading the race. Here's in second. In third, you've got John B. In fourth, you've got Hogg, all right in there together. In fifth, you've got LFC James. What a fantastic start for the 14-year-old. P5, Heatherbite right in there in sixth in the duck egg blue. Then you've got Maverick in the similar coloured car. Beautiful. And then Setters, P8, Dirty Taff, P9. P10 is Popito. And Andy A is absolutely burning it there in 11th. 12th is What's It. And look at this absolutely magical stuff going on around these difficult turns. Pulley up to 13th. Wee bit wide for somebody there. I think somebody might have been ghosting there. I'm not too sure what's going on, but just, oh, there's a touch there and somebody nearly lost it. Oh, dear, dear, guys. Settle it down. Absolutely settle it down. I'm purposely keeping an eye on everybody at the moment to see what's going on. But look at the inside move there from Kears in the beautiful scarlet red outfit. He just gets himself into P2 and he takes John B and puts him in the third place, sorry. John B, 1:13.665, fastest lap for him at the moment. Riding on board with Setters. Setters gets a 3-second penalty and loses it round that corner. He's gone all over the track. Setters is just a bit eager tonight from what I can see. Just needs to settle himself down. Pulley's right up now to P11 and he's playing the long game. Beautiful. 9 places up for Pulley. Smoggy's in 12th with 21 cloves of garlic. Now up into 13th. What's It 14th. Sid 15th. 16th is OG Swiss. And there's a move being made there. And that looks like OG is just taking What's It. Or Sid, sorry. Sid's right behind him. And IBN in there in 17th position. And they're having a fun race at the back. John DT in there in the 18th. And Andy and Kay Cart's right at the back. So everybody is having fun tonight here in Canada while it stays dry. Let's hope it stays dry for the rest of the race. Really good stuff going on here between the top three. It's Daza, Kears and John B doing the stuff as we would expect. See you in 10, buddy. What's going on with Maverick? Maverick's limping. Let's have a look at Maverick's car. Yeah, Maverick's lost an end plate, so he's got wing damage. What's he doing? What's going on here, guys? Whatever's going on there doesn't look particularly good, guys. Smoggy goes 3-second penalty, so the penalties are starting to come in. LFC James is in the pits. Let's have a look to see what he's doing. He's lost a wing. Stop texting when you're driving, James. You can't be doing that, buddy. On with Dirty Taffy. P8. He's chasing down Setters. There's a ghosting car now. We've got a ghoster. K-Kart's 3-second penalty. So let's have a look at these penalties now. 3 for Kears, 3 for Setters, 3 for Taffy, 3 for Smoggy, 3 for Sid, 3 for John DT, 10 for LFC James, and 3 for K-Karts. Round to the wall of death. Are we going to see a move here by Dirty Taffy on Setters? Not just quite, but he's hunting him down. Oh, gets it squirrely. Pooley's in there now in 9th. Doing very well, he is. Penalty free, and he's only half a second behind Smoggy. 21 cloves of garlic is right hook behind him, and he is going very, very well as well. He's in the race. Maverick hasn't finished, so he has DNF for whatever reason. Maybe Maverick can come on to Twitch and let us know what's going on there. On with Pulley. Can he make the move under DRS up this straight? I think he probably can. He's going to squeeze it, and he's going to try and give Smoggy Ghost a wee bit of adrenaline here. He has the pace, but does he get it right into the corner? He's not going to make it. He's going to have to back off. Dirty Taff, P7. He's chasing down Setters. Quite a bit of separation going on at the back of the grid now. Let's go on with OG Swiss. He's in there in 12th, and he's chasing down IBN, and he's doing a cracking job doing that. He's really gaining a lot of time. Watsit has now DNF'd, and there's a yellow flag for some reason. There's somebody there. It looks like Andy A may be running with a wing damage. Big battle at front. Yep, there is indeed, but I'm trying to actually concentrate on the people that are making errors at the back, just to see what's going on. Daza P1 and Kears P2, and John B is in P3. Pulley gets a 3-second penalty. On with Kears. Is he going to try the inside move here? This could be dangerous. Good experienced drivers though, and they keep it nice and tight and clean round there. But just look at John B right on the tail of Kears, and he's making a statement here. He's saying to Kears, don't you back off for 1 second, because I'm going to be all over you. And Kears just gets another penalty. He's just taken 6 seconds, and here goes an inside move. He can't make that stick, not at that part of the track, but he's doing really well because he's putting a lot of pressure on the P2 position of Kears, and that's the right way to do it. Torpedo. I don't think they do either, Hawk, to be honest with you. Let's see what Torpedo's got here. DRS activated, Lafayette of 35 here in Canada. Round the chicane, the wall of death, haunting everybody on the right hand side there. Gets the DRS, and it's only a matter of time before Torpedo gets the pounce on the hog. Let's go down the drivers on track at the minute. Daza P1, absolute close battle going on here in first positions for Daza, Kears in P2, and John B in P3. Look at this move by John B in the inside. Oh, they touch, and John B just gets it squarely. He done really, really well to rescue that, but he got a touch there, and he just has to reset. Hog P4, Torpedo P5, Dirty Taffy P6, and they're in a brilliant little race as well. Setters in there in P7. 21 Cloves of Garlic is up from the back of the grid to 8th position. He's one to watch out for absolute sure. He put a 1:09 in earlier in practice. Pulley, P9, he's having a fabulous race. Smoggy Ghost is in 10th. IBM is in 11th. OG Swiss in 12th. And John DT in there in 13th. And that's a good drive from John DT. He's starting to get used to some of the different changes that we made for him this afternoon. And he's starting to reap the rewards. Good putting in nice little laps. But the penalties, just look at the penalties here in Canada. Etherbite 14th. LFC James is now in 15th. And he's carrying 13 seconds of penalties. So his race is all but over. But he needs to just keep the head. K-Kart's in 17th. And he's just about to make a move here. And he makes that move absolutely sweet and puts Sid behind him. And Sid can do nothing about the pace of the car of K-Karts there. Andy A down in P18 with Watson and Maverick, both DNF. On with the leaders. There's your tyres. That's a nice message in for James, if you're listening, James. That was Watson, I think, that put the message in. I think it was either Watson or Maverick, I'm not too sure. He said, "Hey James, Maverick here. Tried avoiding you as much as I could, but too late. Broke my wing. Last corner is so punishing." So there's your apologies. Let that be the apologies done and move on. Focus, 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 James. You're in P13 and keep it going. All you can do is apologise, and that's a very nice apology, and just accept it and move on. Lots of changes going on here at the moment. So let's have a look at the stop situations here in this Grand Prix at the moment. One stop for Daza, Etherbite, Setters, all stopping in the pits now. And we're going to have a quick look at the tyre situations. As you can see, a lot of the guys now bumping on to the hard tyres. And this could be really, really crucial. Time of the race now. Setters. He's being tracked down by LFC James. And LFC James looks like quite pacey here on those 6-lap-old hard tyres. So keep it going, James. There's good points to be had no matter what. You've got a team to support. There's your position changes. 15 up for Cloves of Garlic, or 14 for Cloves of Garlic, and 15 for Pulley. So Pulley and Cloves of Garlic really, really off to a super start here. And Cloves of Garlic is the only one in that top lot that are running penalty free. So he is in position A at the moment. And if he plays the long game well, he could be the winner of this race again this evening. Can the Vampire Killer make it the double in his debut with PSS? Pure Speed Syndicate Racing World Cars, Sunday night. Gavin Bass won, and we're on lap 12. K-Karts gets another 3-second penalty, so he is now in the penalty club. Oh, Papedo tries something there, but had to back off. Look at this runner at the front here, and we're on with these two guys having an absolute stinker at the front here. Neck and neck they are. That's Kears in P1 and John B in P2. They're both having a fabulous race. Dirty Taffy has dropped a wee bit behind now, and the Cloves of Garlic guy is right up into P4 with Daza and Pulley behind them. So it's really, really tight here, and things are starting to shape up into a fabulous little race. Pulley goes into the pits. He's coming off the hard tyres, and he's going to go on to the mediums, I would say. Let's have a look and see what he puts on. Yes, on go the mediums. Pulley pits, and he comes out, and he will be okay. Smoggy Ghost gets a 3-second penalty, and it's all starting to chalk up with the penalties. But look at Kears and John B. John B's just taken the position of P1 in the beautiful pink and blue type of a metallic coloured outfit. Lovely livery, I must say. Absolutely beautiful. But Kears is having none of it. And they're absolutely battling away. Kears goes for the inside move and he gets it. And that was a beauty. Can he get the traction out of the corner? Not too sure he can. Look at that. Kears gets in the outside. John B has to tuck in. And these two are at it. And we've got ourselves an absolute smashing race at the front. Somebody's pitting. John B in the pits. He's done with the 12-lap old hards. And he's going to go on to the mediums. Let's go on with Papito. DRS activated. On with LFC James, he's tracking down Hogg, P10 at the moment on the track. The next time he goes into the pits, he's going to have to serve a 10-second penalty. But don't let that bother you, James. Just take the penalty and keep the focus going. Nice. Look at Pooley. Pooley's on the move. He's going for LFC James here. Outside move. Oh, he gets it squirrely. James could have given him a wee bit more room there, but Pooley takes the position. But LFC James takes it back again. Into the right-hander. James is going to get it on the DRS straight here. Pooley's going to absolutely pull him in. James can do nothing about that. Oh, well, they're both on DRS, so James can do it. He's going to defend. Look at Setters. Into the right-hander, from the left to the right, and Setters is making an inside move, and he's taking Papito. Or is he? Oh, that's very, very close racing there, guys. Setters is really pushing here. He's in P6 and he wants to get past. Etherbite's having none of it. That duck egg blue car's holding it back really well. Dirty Taffy gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. So let's just run down your drivers as they are on tracks, and we'll also have a look at the stop situation. Daza is in P1 with 1 stop. 21 cloves of garlic is in P2, but he hasn't had a stop yet. Kears just gets himself a 3-second penalty, and he is in P3. John B is right in there. Yeah, he is pushing hard to the point of maybe being a bit reckless, to be quite fair. That's just my own opinion. Sorry, Setters, but I have to say what I see. But you're pushing, absolutely no problem in that. Keep her lit. Setters P5, Etherbite P6, and Papito is in P7. Hogg P8, Pooley is in P9 and he's had a stop. LFC James P10, he's had a stop. So Smoggy's down there in 11th, K-Kart's 12th, John DT doing really well in 13th, and Dirty Taff is now in 14th, OG Swiss 15th, IBN out there in 16th, Sid in 17th, and Andy 18th. What's it, Maverick DNF'd. Whew. On with Kears. Nice move. Kears up into third place. 21 cloves of garlic still out there, and he is still on a one-stopper at the moment. So is he trying the one-stopper? There's his tyres, 16-lap old hards, and I've got a feeling that he's going to try and go for the one-stopper. Is he going to do it? Let's see. John B. Okay, Grandad, kids, are you listening? This is Gavin Bass 1. This is a big shout out to both Grandad and the kids from Gavin Bass 1 from the Pure Speed Syndicate World Card Champion commentator. He's a legend in his own head, and I'm giving you a big shout out. Hope you enjoyed the dinner at your caravans and having a ball. James says he is hating this track. You need to stop texting while you're driving. You've got to stop it. Let's go on with IBN. He's trying to make moves in P14. He's down there and he's chasing down OG Swiss. And he's got K-Karts not too far behind him. But all of a sudden, IBN is starting to show a fair little bit of pace. And this is a move. Let's go on and let's see how they take this right-hander without taking each other out, hopefully. IBN makes that stick and OG Swiss can do nothing about it, but OG's going for the cut-in. And OG just might be able to take him. Let's ride on board. And yes, he is. He's going to get the DRS. 3-second penalty for Hogg. It's a drag race down here between OG and IBN. And look at this. K-Karts is up the inside. Into the chicane they go. The wall of death on the right. Oh, he taps the back of that car. There's real serious pushing going on here. Oh, mate, what a legend. Dirty Taffy gets a 3-second penalty. Lap 18 of 35 laps here in Montreal, Canada. This is the Villeneuve circuit in the most beautiful part of the world, and that is Canada. And these guys are having a real good bang here tonight. Absolutely. A lot of separation going on, but Pooley is having a battle with Hogg, and Pooley is trying hard. He's got the bit between his teeth. Cloves of Garlic has all of a sudden gone into the pits, so he's finished with the hard tires. He's going to stick on another set, is he? Let's see what he put on there. Oh, good call. 2 sets of hard tires. What a brilliant strategy for 21 Cloves of Garlic. James, if you want some advice, just listen to what Rock Rob said. Get your head down. Just get some consistent laps in. Don't worry about position. They will come, and stop going on to the chat while you're racing. Hogg, P9. So the stop situation now, let's have a look at that. Everybody has had 1 stop. Dirty Taps had 2, and K-Karts has had 2. Andy's also had 2 stops, and LFC James has had 2 stops. And having a look at the penalties now, there they go. There's your penalties. And LFC James is now carrying 9 penalties. He's got rid of the 10. And look at the penalties, 12 for Dirty Taff. So the man to look at the moment is this guy. 21 Cloves of Garlic in P7 on the hard tyres. And they're going to carry him through to the end of the race. And everybody in front of him are carrying serious penalties. This lad is in a league of his own this evening. And I've got this funny feeling, and I'm going to make a prediction, that 21 Cloves of Garlic is going to do the double. On with John B. So 21 Cloves of Garlic is now trying to make his way up through the grid after his stop. He's going to make short work of Etherbite, that's for sure. I think he'll do it down into this corner, if not before it. Does he go for the cut-in? No, he doesn't. He's just going to be patient, and he's going to take it on the DRS straight, and it's going to be an easy overtake here for the driver of the 21 Cloves of Garlic. And here we go. Oh, Etherbite just about gives him enough room there. Tucks in behind, and they both go round into this right and lefter, and the wall of death on the right. And now Cloves of Garlic is absolutely and utterly sending it on the pulley. Good evening, Hydrogen. Yes, Daza is flying. Absolutely is flying. He's right out there in first position. But he has had a stop, and there's the tire situation. He's on 10-lap old hards, but this guy in P6 at the moment is going to win this race if he doesn't make a mistake. He's sitting sweet in P6, and those lads all in front of him need to make a stop. He's your teammate. Good on him. Here comes Kears. LFC James gets another penalty. So the concentration is not so good tonight from LFC James. That's a real shame, but every race is a learning curve, and he is doing a grand job despite that. So 21 Cloves of Garlic now up in the 5th position, and Popedo is tucked in behind him, and they are going to have a nice little battle here because Popedo is absolutely no slouch. On the hog. Setters gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Setters is up into P4. But just look at those penalties. Etherbite gets another penalty as well, so they're ranking them up, and they're just playing into the hands of 21 Cloves of Garlic. But I'll tell you one that you want to keep a wee eye on as well is OG Swiss. He has penalty free. Pulley is doing quite well as well. He's only got 3 seconds of penalties, and a lot of the guys in front of him are carrying very, very heavy penalties. So right at the end of this race, there's going to be some surprises, and there's going to be some tears. On the hog. Hog's trying hard there against Pulley, but Pulley's got experience. He's been at this game quite a long time, and he's showing it tonight. Let's have a look at the position changes. There you go, 13 positions up for Pulley, or for Cloves of Garlic, 12 positions up for Pulley. The only 3 people at this moment in time with no penalties is 21 Cloves of Garlic, OG Swiss, and Andy A. So well done to you guys. On with John B. Oh, John's showing a lot of pace here. I'm not too sure Kears can do too much about this. Smoggy gets another 3-second penalty for track warnings. Into the right-hander. Oh, he gets a nice bit of speed out of that corner. Gets a wee bit squirrely in front there. Is he going to jump all over the top of him? He's got the RS. Oh, he's just going to hang in. Back on we go, the Garlic. Here we go, 21 Cloves of Garlic. Is he going to do the inside move? Yes, he is. And he's going to make it absolutely stick. And he puts Setters right in behind him. And Setters is going to have no answer for that whatsoever. And 21 Cloves of Garlic, P3 from P18. Absolutely phenomenal. 15 positions up. And he is having an absolute spanking race here this evening. And still penalty free. Sid gets a 3-second penalty, so the penalty's really going strong tonight, and I'm just looking for the battles. I'm just watching the time of Cloves of Garlic. That 5 seconds is going down and down and down, and he is coming on to the back of Kears at quite a rate. Fastest lap this evening is Popedo with a 1:13.208. Cloves of Garlic has now got that down to under nearly 4 seconds. So Garlic is on a charge at the moment, and he's penalty free. Daza is in the pits. Let's see what Daza's going to do. Drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. What's going on? Is there a glitch? There's a safety car. Looks like James is involved in something. James is out of the race. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sid's in the pits and Andy's in the pits. No damage done there to any of those cars that we can see. And they're all now coming out of the pits. And I think we have got a safety car. Let's see if we have. We do. And that's great. I can go for my cup of coffee and my little quick smoke. Granda and kids, hope you're having a good race there with your Uncle Hawkie. Be a few people really wishing they didn't have any penalties. You know what? There's a lesson to be learnt sometimes, just not to push too hard and try and keep it within those track limits, because these races tend to make their own fortune. And somebody is really, really reaping the benefits of that this evening, and the safety car just might play into their hands as well. So we've now got Daza in P1. And I'm just going to have a look at the tyres here now and see exactly what's going on with the tyres. Let's see the tyre positions. So everybody's on the medium. A few of the guys have decided to go on softs. I don't think that's a very good idea, because those soft tyres will be scrapped after 4 or 5 laps. I can tell you, because I was on them earlier, and they just do not last. So anybody that jumped onto soft tyres has made a mistake, in my opinion. LFC says he's had a stinker. You know what, bud? Just regroup and get back at it. Honestly, these things happen, and it's all a learning curve. Every single time you go out to race with Pure Speed Syndicate, you are learning different things. And you know what? Pat yourself in the back, young man. You are definitely improving. Your pace is there, and now it's all to do with just working on your racecraft, as they're all now waiting on the back markers to come on to the back tail here. And definitely, we will definitely be having a restart, I think, at the end of this lap. Looks like they're grouping up okay. Not a thing wrong with Canada. It's in your head, Jamesy. It's just in your head. What track did we do the other night? You said you hated it, and all of a sudden you were blasting around it. Was it Bahrain or something like that? You said you hated it, and then all of a sudden you're doing 128s around there. So it's nothing to do with the track. It's just your concentration, buddy. You definitely need to turn those devices off while you're racing. It's distracting you. Safety car in this lap. We have got 8 laps left of this Canadian Grand Prix here this evening on a Sunday night with Pure Speed Syndicate, and we are in for an absolute treat here. The top 4 guys, Cloves of Garlic, has decided to go on the softs. Now that is a surprise, but he knows what he's doing, that's for sure. And Daza is doing exactly what Daza needs to do, and he's backing these lads up, and he's going to try and catch Piers and John by surprise, and he just does that actually, and off he goes. We've got a restart to the race. Let's have a look into the first corner, the important one. They go. All 3 round nice and neatly. What's the back markers doing? All round, nice and neatly. All looking good. Every one of them round, neat and tidy. Somebody's ghosting there. Looks like maybe Andy A is ghosting. Dirty Taffy gets a 3-second penalty, and we've got a yellow flag for something. I don't know what has happened. Let's go back up to the leaders. Daza out there at the moment with 0.8 of a lead. John B, Kears, Daza and the Cloves of Garlic. Now they're all backing up there quite quickly, so I can only presume that there possibly is another safety car, or it must be a virtual safety car. So the safety car statistics were right this evening, but they were at the wrong time. Virtual safety car it is. Daza's going into the pits and he's going to stick on the... Oh, why did Daza go into the pits? That's unusual. Oh, Daza, I'm not sure you've made a good move there. What in the name of goodness did you go into the pits for, buddy? You've just dropped down to about P13. Wow, I don't know what happened there or why he did that. Pulley in P7. Just going to keep those penalties up. Let's have a look at the tyres quickly. So the penalties are going to be very important now for the last 6 laps, and we've now got another yellow flag. What's going on? Kears is out of the race. Sid is in the middle of the track there, I think. So there's been an incident. There's been a big incident. I didn't happen to catch it, but there has been an incident. Can you still hear me okay on the microphone? Just checking. James, if you're listening, could you let me know that the commentary's coming through okay, buddy? All good. Thank you, sir. Full safety car. So Kears, one of the front runners, is out of the race. DNF'd. Andy A, DNF'd. LFC James, DNF'd. Watson, DNF'd. And Maverick, all out of the race. Andy A says tonight has been really bad with ghosting and dropping under the map. Oh my god, that's really unfortunate, I must say. Daza's got a drive-through penalty. I don't know why Daza pitted. Not sure why. Game's to be getting worse with more updates coming along, says Raging Hawk. Only 2 people on this track at the moment carrying 0 penalties, and that is 21 Cloves of Garlic. He is definitely putting a serious stamp on this league with only his 2nd visit. Really good to see. Setters in P2, Papito is P3, Etherbite is P4, Smoggy is in 5, Pulley is in 6th, Hog 7th, Dirty Taffy 8th, IBN 9th. Really good position for IBN tonight. OG Swiss running with no penalties in P10. K-Carts 11. John DT in there still with 12. Doing really well. Daza 13th. And John B is right back there now in 14th position. So here we have a safety car situation on lap 31. and it's going to be an absolute sprint now for the last 3 laps whenever they get in. Daza had a drive through. He thought he could have got rid of it. Oh, right, okay. Hiya, TE4SD4LE. I'm not too sure who that is, but good evening to you, sir. And the A had no penalties as well tonight. Absolutely. And there's your position changes for you. 17 positions up. Hi, Teasdale. Good to have you on board, buddy. Thanks for coming on board. This is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Sunday evening, World Cars, and we are on lap 31 of 35 under safety car, and I've got a feeling the car is going to come in very, very soon. Let's have a wee quick look at that mini-map. One more lap. So it's going to be a 3-lap sprint at the end of this race. Let's have a look at the penalties. There you have it. I don't know what happened to Daza. I'm not quite sure, Hydrogen. But 21 cloves of garlic is on the soft tyres, I believe. Let's just have a quick look at those tyres again. He's on 7-lap-old soft, so they are going to struggle, but they should be okay because he's been nursing those tyres for the last 2 or 3 laps under safety car. He also has, very interestingly, he obviously got these penalties behind him. So Setters has got 6, Papito's got 9, Etherbite's 9, and Smoggy 9, all the way back. So all cloves of garlic has to do is just hold his position, and he could just do it. There's the tyres coming right up, sir. So 6 DNFs and the safety car is now going to come in on this lap. So this is it. This is the finale. This is the showdown for the World Cars on a Sunday night, and this is the restart after lap 32. Let's have a look and see them all round the corner here as they fly down to this left-hander. The duck egg blue car there of Etherbite is absolutely on it. They're all getting round the corner nicely. K-Kart gets a 3-second penalty, and there's just a wee bit of close racing going here, but nothing whatsoever going on bad. All good stuff. All good clean racing from these lads. Good stuff. We've got a caution. Back to racing speed. 21 cloves of garlic out there in front. Can those late 8-lap-old soft tyres hold off Setters and Papito? Doesn't really matter because they're carrying so many penalties. This lad in front is going to do it, and he's going to do it penalty free. Lap 34 coming up. So from the back of the grid to the front of the grid, 21 cloves of garlic is leading this race this evening. Setters in P2. In P3 is Papito. Etherbite is in P4. Smoggy Ghost. Then Pulley in P6. He's having a right decent race for his first time with PSS this evening, and he's really trying to push here. Oh, there's a bad accident in front of him, and there's a car ghosted, and Pulley makes the best of that, getting himself up into P5, and he's now tracking down Etherbite. Etherbite is ghosting, so Pulley's up into P4. Lots of penalties going on now. Oh, lots of bumping going on now. This is carnage for sure. Almost John DT. Hogg gets another 3-second penalty. Lap 35. 21 cloves of garlic right out there from Setters. Setters tucked in behind him. Popedo's in third. Fourth, Zetherbite. Pulley's in fifth. And Pulley just might get a fourth place out of this because of the penalty situation. Let's just get them up. Very important. Oh, Pulley could actually get himself a podium here. Be lovely to see it on his debut. The stewards are going to be busy tonight. They're going to need to put their kids to bed and spend the rest of the night working this out. I'm sure there'll be tickets flying. There was a bit of dodginess going on in the race for sure. On board. He'll not care about that. Setters takes it on the track. Cloves of garlic wins the race. P2 Setters, Popedo P3, Etherbite P4, 5. Oh, you can see all the changes now. A nice position for Pulley. Gav, the mother, says hi. Hiya, Mum. What about you? And the tea was great. Good show. Nice to have you all watching the stream tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. So after penalties, the race winner was Cloves of Garlic, and he's my driver of the day. Fastest lap was Daza, 21 cloves of garlic, driver of the day. Most overtakes Cloves, and cleanest driver Cloves. And there is your positions: Cloves, Setters, Popedo, Pulley, Hogg, Etherbite, IBN, John, Smoggy, Daza, OG, John, K-Kart, Sturdy Taffy, Kears, Sid, Andy, LFC James, What's It, Maverick. And there is your race director. Let's see if I can get it. It's not letting me do it, is it? Quickly. Incidents, very, very quickly. Just running down all the incidents. I think I'm just about to look at the incidents. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've seen so many. Just got them all in time for the stewards to have a look at if they really, really need to, which I think, unfortunately, they are going to need to. A really, really big shout out to everybody who tuned in to the stream tonight to watch this race. It was great fun, I must say. Absolutely good stuff. Yes, there was a few incidents, and penalties were definitely at a sort of a high rate tonight, but that sometimes can be expected. Popedo, yeah, great race from him tonight as well. Some really, really good individual performances there tonight. Pulley had an especially good race for his debut. But this lad, 21 cloves of garlic, going from the back of the grid to winning the race, definitely deserves another driver of the day for PSS. And now he's added one to the World Car team on a Sunday evening. Team Carrying James has shown why it's called that today. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun, I must say. As always, a big shout out to the Raging Hawk and his family for all tuning in this evening. Hey, Granda. Hey, Mum. Hey, kids. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday evening. And I am Gavin Bass One, and as always, I like to thank everybody behind the scenes, especially the admins and stewards, for helping Raging Hawk get this thing sorted out into a really, really good little league. As always, I'm just going to play the opening intro as an ending just to show you some beauty spots from the beautiful Canada. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This was an absolute blast this evening. And as always, love to everybody and very much peace on earth. Good night.
Engine's quiet, but the smiles are loud. The syndicate's rolling through a northern crowd. Montreal mornings, coffee in hand, trading race lines for trails across the land. From the Rockies high to the harbor lights, they're chasing horizons, not lap times tonight. Oh, flat out through the maple trees, no pit stops, just cool mountain breeze. From Niagara Falls to the old Quebec streets, the syndicate's flying on sightseeing beats. Pure speed in their hearts, but today they're free. Flat out through the maple trees. Helmets swapped for winter caps, selfies by the rails where the train still clap. Poutine plates and laughter shared, legends of the track showing how they care. The crowd still cheers, but the pace is slow. In the land of the leaf, where the rivers flow. Flat out through the maple trees, no pit stops, just cool mountain breeze. From Niagara Falls to the old Quebec streets, the syndicate's flying on sightseeing beats. Pure speed in their hearts, but today they're free. Flat out through the maple trees. Skylines glowing in Toronto nights, northern stars burn stoning just as bright. No podium, no checkered flag in sight, just friends on the ride of their lives. Flat out through the maple tree, stories traded with dates to the maritime seas. They're living the lives that no one sees. They're living the souls that no one sees. Feel speed in their souls, but today they're free. Flat out through the maple tree.